Good evening, everybody. This is Memento Mori, and with me there is Atomigo. Welcome.
Hello, everyone.
So, can you start telling us who you are and what games do you play, and especially in Quake Live, what is kind of your role?
Yeah, my name is Atomigo, and I play Duel, I've played Duel for a very long time. Not only Quake, I also played UT03, UT04, Doom 3. Painkiller, Quake 4, yeah, that's about it. So I played more or less every Duel game. I didn't play Warsaw, but besides that I played more or less every Duel game. And Duel is my specialty, if you want, but I'm also at the moment the captain of the Team Switzerland. And we played the TDM Cup. We were not good at all because we are not a real TDM nation. We have a couple of decent CTF players, but in TDM we are not good. And we are even not good in CTF. But at the moment I'm ranked about 350 in the ELO system. My highest ranking was 37, so pretty good. And I think maybe a normal ranking would be in between 200 or 300 or something.
Okay, very good. So the plan for tonight is to see a bit of Aerowalk, which is, I guess, one of your favorite maps.
Yeah, it became my favorite map. I didn't really like it at the beginning because I thought it's really rail heavy. But then I played it with friends a lot, and only Aerowalk. We only played Aerowalk all the time because I was, the CTN got on my nerves because it's just always the same. And then we played Aerowalk, and yeah. Now it's kind of my specialty. I also like Toxicity as another map. I don't really like TM13 or Furious Heights. It's not really my favorite map. So yeah, it's probably one of my best and most favorite maps at the moment.
Okay, so we selected a particular match here, and I don't know if you want to talk a bit about the opponent.
Yeah, sure. My opponent is Gilbort, a German player. I used to play with him in the CTF clan with, what was the name? Flexbond Campers with him, and a couple of other players from Germany. And he is a very good TDM player. He also plays TDM for the Team Germany, or played TDM for Team Germany. But I have to say, to be fair, he was not in shape when we played this match, so usually it wouldn't end like this. I have to be fair, and also I have to say that on other maps he would beat me badly. For example, I would have no chance on Campgrounds, I would have no chance on CTN. But on this map he's not that good, but still he's a real good aimer. You don't want to go into a shaft battle with him if you're not Strengths or some other ridiculous aimer, because his shaft aim is just destroying everything, and yeah, so that's him.
Okay, so we can maybe jump directly into the game. Let me just rewind this, and
you have taken the lead.
I'm sorry, I'm messing up. And okay, let's start with the demo.
1 minute warning. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Fight.
The start.
I'll stop you here, and then we will switch to this visualization here. And so basically, you spawned at this location, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what can you tell us about this spawn?
It's an okay spawn, I'd say, or one of the better ones. I would say the red spawn is the best in general, and this is probably the second or third best spawn. Sometimes the opponent spawns here, when you spawn here, and this is very bad for the opponent because he gets fragged immediately. Oh no, not this one, the one here.
Okay,
sorry.
Yeah.
So
in that case, you can take yellow and then try to get Mega, but at this time, here, you take Rocket, and then you can go for Mega and so basically kill him.
Yeah, I think my concept of Aerowalk is leaving the red up.
Okay.
That's my strategy. My strategy is to keep distance, or have a distance between myself and the opponent, timing Mega, and avoid or deny him the rail. That's my plan. Deny him the rail and maybe the shaft. And for this situation, it's very good for me, this situation, because I can take Mega and yeah, he can jump over to rail, but we will see that he doesn't do that. So he should jump when he, yeah, we can start and see what he's doing. Okay, I see, and now he saw me earlier. But he still jumped down. I think that this was a mistake. He should have jumped over to rail and then get to yellow and the green armor, because I would not have rail then and would have backed off. Yeah, I would have a red armor and a Mega, but still without rail you can't win this situation. So yeah.
Can you tell me what are you doing here on this side of the map? You're kind of staying at that door?
I force spawns. So if you can pause here. So when I frag an opponent, I usually stay where I am, somewhere in this region. Can I have the mouse?
Yes.
In this region. Because I spawn, my favorite spawn is probably this one for the opponent.
For the opponent? Okay.
Because he can't do anything. He can either go a rocket. This is an easy rail for me.
First question. If you're standing here at the door,
yeah,
would you hear the opponent spawning there?
No, but I would hear that he doesn't move anywhere else, so I would either assume that he spawned here or here.
Okay, so these are the two spawns that you cannot hear from this kind of door.
Yeah, maybe if you stand outside here, but I usually stand here or maybe here and watch these spawns. Here is another one, so both of these spawns are not good because you go rocket and eat the rail immediately. Then you have this rail spawn. When I don't hear him spawning here or here, I go through the teleporter and deny him the rail. And when he's here, I wait until I hear the teleport, or I feel that he's going through the teleport.
And you teleport
and then I go through the teleport and then deny him the rail. And for example, you see now I didn't have much health, but it doesn't matter because the opponent didn't have any guns. I don't really need to go to red. Now I need, because now I have a decent stack. When I'm not railable, I usually can stay there for a long time and just sit there and play my position.
Okay, so now the opponent got a raid.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? So you're still staying on this area of the map and somehow controlling him, like?
Yeah, I try keep him on the other side of the map for if possible. I want him to stay there. I don't care about his rail. I mean, you can't avoid getting killed on this map. It's just sometimes he hits ridiculous rails and then you're down.
Yeah.
You have to deal with this. But I just try to keep him on the other side, because on the other side of the map there are only 75 armor, and on my side are 125, and I've got a better position for the Mega. So now I back off because I know that the Mega was coming, and yeah, I heard him spawning, just railed him once. This is I failed to jump, but it's not that big of a deal. Sometimes when I see newbies playing, they are always going in for the kill, and I don't understand that. When you hit after he spawns and I hit one rail, that's already enough. I don't need to frag him, because then he's crippled. He's at like 40 HP, and yeah, I can't do. Now I railed him. That's already enough. Okay. I mean, he goes in. Now I just wait.
But that rail looked good.
Yeah,
that's not a bad way to follow.
Sure. I mean, I hit good rails sometimes, but I'm not a bad aimer or rail aimer for that matter. But
okay.
A big thing on Aerowalk is I learned that when I played against Agent, and he really destroyed me on this map. I think it's important not to hit many rails, but to shoot many. He shot like 100 rails in 10 minutes, and that's the way you go. I mean, you don't need to hit every rail. If you're hitting like 30% or something, it's okay. When you shoot 100 rails and do a ton of damage.
Yeah.
And this is I'm just keeping distance. I don't want. I said he's a good chef. I don't want to go into a chef battle with him. I would lose every time. Now I was lucky. Yeah, but just keeping distance, keeping away from rail if possible. Try to hit him at the spawn and he fails to jump.
Impressive.
Now I heard him.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So you can hear that spawn.
I think the only one is the one on near the yellow. I failed badly.
So the opponent finally moves in and makes one frag. So at this point,
Yeah, but he fails terribly.
okay.
But he was low anyway, so I wasn't in a bad spot. Usually, if you get killed, you want the opponent to be at least semi-low, so he can't put this pressure on you. What I want to do, I want to do is just stand there and rail him when he only has machine gun, and it's really easy because you have no pressure at all.
Right.
And yeah, I want to just put pressure on the opponent when he frags me, and yeah, somehow I don't know.
Impressive.
It's really sometimes it's really difficult to to put pressure on the opponent with no weapon. I
Right.
heard him again. Now he can either go chef
5-minute warning.
or jump down a strange way.
So I usually find myself in the situation of the opponent where I just give away frags after frag. And okay, let's say that now I know about this concept of kind of controlling the spawns. I know that you will be there, kind of forcing me to spawn on this weaker side of the map. What should I do?
Well, it can be really hard when the opponent is in control because he can really deny your rail quite easily, or it's very important to deny the rail. But just stay on the yellow and the green. Don't go offensive ever,
Right?
and just try to make damage with granite launcher and rail if you get a rail. So the big problem is to get a rail for free. So a good situation would be if the mega spawns or if the opponent goes for a red.
So this one of my question: is there a moment where I know that you probably won't be there at the sweet spot, kind of waiting for me?
Yeah, if I need armor, so you need to somehow chip down his armor with machine gun or with. I mean, if you hit one good granite, then he's already on the edge to have to go to the red or have to go to the mega. So you want to, you first have to do damage before you go to rail. It's really tricky. But for example, now I did do a ton of damage with the machine gun. That's already enough. You can do a lot of damage with machine gun, but
And now you got a rail, and now you have a chance of killing him.
exactly. But it's on this map. It's really not that important to time red, from my perspective. Maybe if you're on a very high level, then it's important. But
That's enough to be top 300.
yeah, top 500. It's really enough to time just mega health, and maybe I mean, you have the feeling, red should be up now. But if you're in this spot where I am, I don't need to go there. I really don't need. I have 120 HP. He hasn't rail. He has nothing. He has now shotgun. I go to force distance, spam a little bit. Now that wasn't a pretty dumb move, but yeah, I got fragged. But you get fragged eventually on this map. I mean,
So he did a bit of damage with shotgun. Maybe that was somehow pushing you away from that area.
yeah, it just forced me to go really to distance because shotgun can be devastating if you're on short distance. So.
Okay, spamming grenades there, was it something that you just did now, or is something that usually works and this
No,
time?
it doesn't really work usually because the grenades fly too high.
Okay.
But the thing is, I don't want this spawn. For example, program, can you pause
Yeah.
and switch to the
Yes.
other? Okay. Can I have the mouse, please? Another thing is when you are up on the red, and then you can somehow I can visualize this. If you're up here, am I on the right? Yeah. You can rail directly to this spawn. Or for example, when you're up here,
To the rocket, the ledge.
you can spawn to this spawn. Also, when you're up here, you can directly frag him on the spawn. But this is not what I want, because when I spawn here, or when
The select. Okay.
when I spawn here, I usually go down here because I want to control him. Even if the red is up, I don't really care, because I don't want him to have rail. I don't want to give him the opportunity to do damage to me. So my whole concept is he has no chance to do damage, so I don't need armor.
Right.
And pro gamers, yeah, this spawn is nice and looks good in the frag movies, but if I frag someone here, I go down here. I don't do this.
Okay.
And also when I'm up on the rail, this is not a situation what I really want to frag him there, because sometimes when the red is up, there was a situation at the DreamHack where Noctis played this map. I don't know, I think against CCM. It was really nice. CCM was here on in this corner with a granite launcher and only a granite launcher. Noctis had a big stack, but he didn't push for the frag. Because when you frag an opponent up here and you're staying up here, is a possibility that he gets the red spawn.
Right.
So this would have changed the map control, and I don't want to frag the opponent up there. I don't want to frag the opponent at yellow armor when the red is up. If I just take it, then it's okay. But otherwise, I don't want to frag him there. I just want to keep control, keep distance, keep him away from rail. And I don't need to frag him. Frags will come to me. If he's open in the field, I can rail him once or twice and he's down. So there is a possibility to play this map more aggressive than this style, when you try to also control the yellow armor, but it's really difficult and you need to time much more, and it's just more relaxed to play it that way.
So we can now see that the opponent is doing a good job at returning damage and everything. But in general, I would say this was a pretty one-sided map, especially in the beginning. You could stack tons of frags, and I believe this is a good display of this concept of controlling this map. Then again, it's always kind of this mind game of if both of the players know about all this trick, then the game's, it's kind of the next move. But I guess a lot of people, including myself, have kind of troubles already with this kind of initial way of playing this map, where you have to control one side to make sure the other has basically no option at all. And it's kind of very interesting, this concept of leaving red there and really focusing on basically denying the rail. And what about denying the rocket? Is that possible, or is that necessary?
1 second, I have shot.
Oh,
It's okay. I shot 85 rails and hit like 30%. It's not much. I think it's not a high accuracy. But I shot 85 rails, and this is the important part. If you shoot that many rails and hit like 25%, which is very low, it's still okay. You do a ton of damage. And to go back to your question, it's not necessary to deny rocket, and I think it's also not possible. You can rail him once, but then he gets the rocket, but rocket is not that strong on this map because you can easily keep the distance. For example, on CTN, you have to go in to kill someone. And if you're like 2 frags behind, you really have to go in, and the other guy can just plus back and spam grenades and spam rockets, and then you get killed. And on this map, I think it's not important.
Okay, then I have more of a kind of a personal question. So on ESR, I was suggesting of replacing the rocket that is located here with a plasma gun. And I didn't get too many answers besides saying, maybe plasma gun would be too strong on this map. And I wanted to ask you, as you have more experience here.
Well, I think it wouldn't change much. Maybe it would change the whole... I said that there are 3 spawns where you can shoot at your opponent directly. And maybe these 3 spawns would be more interesting to force. But besides that...
Do you think it would change somehow the chemistry of the initial spawns? Like, say that you're spawning here, and now instead of getting a rocket here, you get a plasma, and you go to Mega, and the other guy is spawning either here or there, gets a rocket and drops down.
Yeah, it would be more balanced, but I think the main... I would still go for the Mega, even if there's only a plasma.
Right. And probably defending with plasma against somebody that's jumping at you, like from this ledge, it's kind of, you could do tons of damage.
Exactly. But yeah, I think, it's an idea, an interesting idea, but I think it wouldn't change that much because the rail it's a very rail heavy map, and you would have to change other things, maybe some spawns and rail to really, rail placement to really change the map.
Okay. Well, I guess this concludes this first episode about Aerowalk. So thank you very much for all the insights about this. And
you're welcome. I'm happy to hear some criticism if it's...
there will be plenty of criticism on ESR, so...
you're a noob.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, so thank you everybody for watching. See you next time.
See ya.